Before this video begins, let it be known that this is for a general audience. This can be enjoyed by children and adults alike. Children under the age of 13 can enjoy this video for the Thomas & Friends brand itself, and teens and adults can also enjoy this video for its production value and nostalgia. Diesel Gets Lost, Part 1 of the Misty Island Rescue Repaint, written by Christopher O'Shea.
Diesel had had a terrible week. He had no trust from his controller, he got swept up onto a mysterious island, and the only guidance he had was a steam engine who gave him advice he was too confident to take. Now he was left at the bottom of a deep canyon. The current of a shallow river tickled his wet wheels, and large sharp rocks loomed over condescendingly. He had no help at all. Or so he thought. In the distance he saw some of the island's tribes come with wooden boards and rafts. They manoeuvred him onto level ground and then onto the raft. Then a rope lift slowly elevated him up to the top of the canyon, where more people carried him by the raft to the rails.
These cavemen are resourceful, I'll give them that. I probably shouldn't call them that.
Hey, Diesel.
Oh, hello.
Are you feeling better?
Best I can be after spending a whole afternoon in a river, I suppose.
We're sorry about Ferdinand messing with you earlier. He's quite a mess in terms of his behaviour. A strong engine, but...
A loony.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
brought crank pins for you.
Some workmen brought the parts over to him. Diesel was hesitant about an apology, but the engines could see his guilt.
Is he crying?
Our lives here started in a similar way to you. Except...
We were likely to not have any work at all. When it came to keeping the farms and the lumber mill alive, they didn't have money outside what was in their pockets, so besides that they also used their jewelry. The community got on reasonably well, until one day, something big and strange swept onto their shores.
Everyone, look! It's a steam train.
A pair of steam engines, actually.
Hello? I'm Bash.
And I'm Dash. We've been thrown off our ship in a storm and need work. Can we work here?
I'm sorry. We need a minute.
Those engines need jobs. Besides, it will save time traveling around the forests.
Not before the laying of those rails destroy the forest they'd have to run on. I thought we agreed to not use any fossil fuel burning machines. We shall carry on taking the trees by hand.
But some of them couldn't carry on. So with them taking us in, and their natural teamwork, we knew we owe a lot to them, and helped them as much as they helped each other.
Wow, I never thought about that. Okay, I'll obey your rules and respect you.
Good. Then all is forgiven.
From that day on, Diesel relied on the Logging Locos for finding a way to Sodor. They tried building a ship. Diesel thought that there must be an easier way, but he knew better than to object. The wait was long, too long for Lady Hatt. She sent Murdoch to Bristol via a passenger train to search for him, while the new search and rescue lifeboats looked out for wherever the steamboat would be. Gordon was working with Whiff one day.
Oh, dignity. Where could that silly old Diesel be? It can't take us this long to find him.
I think I might know. Where's the rescue HQ being built again?
In the Valley of Eastern Sudbury. Why?
Take me there, please.
The dump manager agreed, and Whiff directed Gordon to an otherwise overlooked part of the site. There was a boarded-up tunnel on the cliffside.
What is going on, Whiff? What are you doing here?
Beg pardon, ma'am, but when I was a private engine, I had taken the Earl around all corners of the railway, and I remember an engine being sent down this tunnel for misbehaviour. It takes us out to an island around where the steamboat might have taken Diesel.
I understand. I know of your former duties, Whiff, so I'll take your word for it.
Various firemen and workmen came to take down the tunnel seal. but they soon found out that the tunnel had been filled with rubbish.
Well, now what will we do?
That's where they come in.
Gordon told Lady Hatt that the construction crew gave permission to use their excavators to dig out the tunnel. They knew it would take a long time, but the team would get through whatever it took. Diesel had arrived at a curve in the track, preparing for a big job with the Logging Locos. He was minding his business until he saw a massive arm emerge from the side of a nearby hill. It was Oliver the excavator. Diesel could just about hear Toby, Whiff, Gordon and Percy behind him, cheering and whistling for joy. Lady Hatt ran out of the new clearing and up to Diesel with a broad smile.
Oh, Diesel, thank goodness you're safe.
Mom, what are you all doing here?
We were looking for you, of course. When I heard that Bristol Harbour didn't receive your ship, I was quite worried.
But how did you get here so quickly? I've only been here for 2 days.
That's because Whiff told us about a tunnel to this place, back in his heyday. Besides, Percy could see it from Brendam.
You mean that ship just took me all the way back home? Oh well. I'm glad you all came anyway. But why did you come all this way for me?
Because, in spite of all wrong, you made up for it in hard work and reasoning.
After all, you are family.
Diesel was honoured. He didn't feel perfect, but he was glad his work was finally acknowledged.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Well, we have no time to lose. When we get back to Sodor, we must puff our hardest.
You're welcome, by the way.
Ferdinand!
Whiff?
Squirrel!
I haven't seen you since you first went down the tunnel. You still work here?
He does. He has improved slightly. He's not as annoying or reckless as he was. He just doesn't make sense.
Oh my goodness, what happened to you lot? You look like you've been through wars.
We've just not had some good polish in the years. We can manage, though. We're not meant to...
Oh, no. You all can come work with us. We're going to give you a clean, an overhaul, and some new jobs.
With all due respect, ma'am, thank you, but we belong to our community. Our tribe of people here needs us for logging and goods.
Then I'll give them all new uniforms and a decent payment.
And so it was arranged. The Logging Locos told the engines and Lady Hatt about how they helped Diesel throughout his time on the island. They were all amazed and found them very fascinating steamers. However, they, as well as the island's residents, needed a little bit of education on how to adjust to the new world. They felt good having clean clothes, more food than you could ask for, and a bigger island to explore on holidays and days out. The Logging Locos loved meeting a lot of new friends, and kept them entertained with their sense of humour and stories of their lives. Lady Hatt cancelled the trip to Bristol in the end. Diesel's time on Glyndale was punishment enough. Eventually, they all managed to finish the Rescue Team HQ.
I declare this center and the Glyndale Island Tunnel open. Today wouldn't be as special without our newest steam engines. Welcome, all Glyndale logging engines. I'm sure you, your island workers, and our newly reformed diesel will be a credit to our fleet.
That's right!
You'll be laughing on the other side of your boilers soon. Silly steamies. Yes.
In that episode of Thomas Rewritten, the story was written by Christopher O'Shea. It stars Whis as the narrator, Oval Frankie as Diesel, Christopher O'Shea as Toby with 384057 as Gordon, Angel Rat as Lady Hatt, Mario Studios as Dash, Thomas Van 101 as Bash, Galahad as Ferdinand, Jonathan Ashleyama as Chief Reuben, JSRail as Chief Frederick, and Tom Olmar as the Diesel. Sound effects were created by G.W. Shunter, The German of Sodor, Nathan Bassett and various other sources, and music was created by James Horner, Upside Down Music, Nora B. Branch, and Johnny Pearson. This has been a steam-powered cyborg production. The characters are owned by Wilburton, Christopher Audrey, Brittle Croft, Hit Entertainment, and Mattel.